What if I told you you can find the best job for yourself while you're sleeping with the OpenClaw? Let's get started. Here is the GitHub repository that I have developed for this project. So let me tell you why I built this. The average job application takes around like 20 to 30 minutes properly if you do so. Resume uploading, cover letting, writing. If you can find the HR or recruiter of the job application, good luck to you. Then you hit submit and send a cold email to the necessary person if you can't find them. You wait 2 weeks and get rejection from companies, or even worse, you get ghosted most of the time. And the worst part, finding the right job in the first place. You open LinkedIn, scroll for an hour, and half the postings are 3 months old. Or they're from staffing agencies that won't tell you who the actual company is. I'm a hybrid cloud solution architect, and I know how to automate things. So I thought, why am I doing these things manually? And let's build something cool. Here's what I built. I call it OpenClaw Job Search Agent. By the way, I do have my core hills here. Every night, you can schedule it at 9 p.m. and it does everything automatically. All you need to do is just click apply. Step one, what it does is basically it uses a JSearch API, Google for Jobs actually, for real job postings with direct apply links. Then it scores each job against your resume. What I'm doing is I only want to get jobs that are fit more than 80% based on my resume. Then it finds the recruiters or the HR personas of the job posting of the company via hunter.io. It drops a personalized cold email to outreach to real experience to those folks. Then it sends you a Telegram message for you to skim through, click on the job links, apply for them, and once you approve it, it will basically send the cold email to the HR persona. What it does is basically at the end, it logs everything to the job application.md, so you will never get duplication job applications or duplication email sendings. Here is the architecture in a nutshell that I have built, and here is what we will be seeing on the Telegram as an output of the agent. When it comes to our tech stack, I'm using OpenClaw for AI agent. Here is my OpenClaw, and as a model, I'm using my Cloud Sonnet 4.6, or you can use different models, but in order to use hosted models, you need to pay for the API. So here you can see I do have my API key here, which obviously you will not see the value, and right now I'm at 37 Canadian dollars. It's been like more than a week, so be careful about the cost. If you want to do it more cost efficient, you can host your local models, LLM models with Olama, but I'm gonna warn you, you need a real machine for that. Going forward, I do have a Telegram bot API for messaging, for interacting with my OpenClaw. Then I do have job search API from Rapid API. Here you can see this is my Rapid API. We're gonna fetch it. Then I do have my job scoring based on my resume. Then for finding the contacts, we are using hunter.io API, which is one of the best APIs out there for finding the context. Then we are using Gmail API via Gog skill of the OpenClaw for email sending. And for email writing, we do have another tool for that. For my server, I'm using Lenovo ST50 version 3 Windows Server 2025, but you can run OpenClaw in any machine if you're using hosted LLMs. These are the prerequisites. What I'm going to do is right now, first of all, you need to install the OpenClaw and configure it. I'm going to skip that part. I'm assuming you already have OpenClaw set up in your environment. If you haven't done so, you can just Google it. OpenClaw has official documentation, or you can watch videos. There are a bunch of other folks who has done tutorials on that. So once we have the Telegram, what I need to do is basically, I'm going to share my Telegram in a sec. Then we're going to get started. We're in Telegram. Here's my assistant called Can Assistant. Feel free to put your assistant's name in the comment. I'm just wondering how creative you guys are. I'm very plain in this matter. Let's get started. So here you can see when I click on start, it starts. It says, okay, what should I call you? So call me Con. I'm in EST time zone. Your name is cons. Your name is, let's get creative, Zubidi. Don't ask me. It doesn't have a proper meaning. I just made it up. So your name is Zubidi. You are you're technical, helpful, and friendly AI assistant, right? So we just got started. What I'm going to do is basically, while understanding it, first we need to install some of, I'm gonna copy this one. We need to install Google Skills, right? So it says I'm ready. Let's get started. What I'm gonna say is install the GOG skill from CloudHop. If you don't know, CloudHop is some sort of repository for the skills for OpenClaw. So it's right now going to install it. So here you can see I already have that skill, so it says you already have it. But if you don't have it, what it does is basically it installs the necessary packages into your server automatically. I'm good, thanks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the second one, which you need to install another skill, right, called email writer skill from ClawHop. If you're wondering, this is the ClawHop. You can check it out. I'll put the link in the description. So there are a bunch of cool skills that community members are actually building up, and you can easily install them by your agent. So it says you already have this one, so I'm gonna skip that. That's okay, and we're gonna continue on the next things, right? So you need to make sure these skills are created. What we need to do is I want to make sure that I have my Gmail API enabled and my agent is actually able to send emails at the end. In order to do that, what you need to do is you need to go to the Google Cloud. So what I'm going to do is I am going to say API services, right? Then here you need to enable some APIs. What I'm going to search for is first Gmail API. Right here, you can click on it and enable it. Then the next thing that, while it's enabling, the next thing that you want to do is, if you want to have more advanced capabilities, you can do Google Calendar API. So your agent can actually access your calendar, set up meetings, interviews based on your availability, right? Make sure you enable these. The next thing that you want to create an API key in a sense, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to say OAuth. Oops, I misspelled it. Now we're in the OAuth overview in Google Cloud Console. What I need to do is I need to go to the clients so we can create a new client. I already have one, but I'm going to create another one. So we're going to select the desktop app application type. You can get whatever you want to name it. I'm going to say OpenClaw version 2. As soon as I click hit create, it's going to give me the client ID, client secret, and the download JSON. I downloaded it just in case I copy my client secret. These are very sensitive. Make sure you store them pretty well. What I'm going to do is next, I'm going to go to the audience. I need to add my own email account in the test users. So actually that auth can interact with my email account. So this is the email. So feel free to add your email. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back in here. I'm going to give that file. By the way, it's been giving me some headache, so I had to. What I'm going to do is, this is my client secret for new app. Make sure to set it up and run the Google OAuth. You can always interact with your AI agent here, so it can actually troubleshoot for you. Here's what I have been doing. So now it's setting up the new credentials for me. It's running the OAuth flow. So it says browser should be opening. What I need to do is I need to jump into my OpenClaw server because it's going to pop up the browser over there, and I'll see you there. Now I'm in my OpenClaw server. Here you can see I do have automatic pop-up sign-in page, which I'm going to click on my user. That is going to take me another verifying this app. So I'm going to click on continue. I'm I'm going to click on continue. I'm gonna select all, so I'm actually giving permission my OpenClaw app to interact with these services in my email, right? And here we are connected. So let's get back to the Telegram. We're back in Telegram. I'm gonna tell my agent auth is completed. And next step is basically based on our README file, we are going to subscribe to JSearch API, and we're gonna get the API key for that. You go to the API Rapid API Hub. What you need to do is you need to search for the JSearch API, right? I'm gonna click on enter here. This is the API. If I click on it, you will get an API key as mine. I need to rotate my API keys, by the way. All of them I've got exposed. You have a code snippet on how to use it, but in order to have this, you obviously need to create an account. For now, I'm using free version, so you don't need to pay anything. So this is your API key. What I'm gonna do is I'm going back to my Telegram, and I do have my API key in handy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the message here. What you need to do is for each company configure, you need to give this prompt. Basically, you can either put your API key here, which I would not recommend it, as I'm telling you guys, you should put it manually, all right? But for the sake of this demo, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab my API key, if I can, actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it here, and we are going to do this, right? So now it's going to configure the hunter.io. It says I'll set up the hunter.io with the API, and in a matter of seconds, it has configured the hunter.io. The next thing that we're going to do is basically we need to save our profile. We need to introduce our profile to this agent. I do have another prompt here. You can see a search profile. What we're going to do is basically you can fill out your information here. I'm just going to quickly do mine, and now we're going to be back. Now I do have my profile filled in. You can see the details. You can put key experiences like this, or you can give as much as details, which would be way better. So your agent would actually can match you up with the better job opportunities. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to my agent. So what it's going to do is save my profile in the job search profile.md in its own knowledge base in the server, right? So now you can see it's actually saved it in a matter of seconds. What we're going to do next is actually you can schedule this, but before scheduling, what I'm going to do is I want to test this out. So right now we should be ready. Let's test it out. What I'm going to say is please run the job search now. So I'm waiting for my agent to run it. And now job search is set up, right? It says everything is good. Actually, what I'm going to do is I am going to give this run the following, right? So actually, this is the prompt. You want to have this detailed prompt for it to run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it. Now we have a response saying job search is completed. It found 29 jobs. After the filtering, we have 9 qualified jobs. And next steps it's recommending is basically these. What I want to do is I want to see the list of the jobs. Please send me the list of the jobs with the links to apply, as well as the draft emails to send along with the found HR or recruiter info, right? So now what I'm expecting is the links that I can actually apply, as well as the found HR recruiter emails with the draft email, right? Now it's going to work on those, and let's see what it's going to return. Okay, we got the response here. You can see it gave the response as an MD file because I didn't actually specify how I want it, right? So we need to be very specific in our ask chatting with AI. Then I ask, hey, give me the list as a message, then it actually give it as a message, but in an MD format. I still didn't specify it. Then I will like make sure it's not in MD, but in real message that I can actually click the links. So here you can see it sent me 9 qualified opportunities. And if I click this link, it will take me to this opportunity. I click on this one, you can see it actually takes me in. And here you can see these are not generic job application sites. These are actually company sites that it finds, right? It's not only searching through a LinkedIn or Glassdoor or big websites, it actually finds it from the specific company sites. And here you can see this one was posted 2 days ago. So you have a lot more chance to apply and be visible to this company, right? And you can see the details. It also extracts the details, where this company is based, what is the salary for these jobs, and it actually gives priority 1, 2, based on your matching score. You can actually apply to that, right? So now we have 9 jobs, qualified jobs, that I want to apply to all. What I'm going to do is yes, approve all, and send the emails. Assuming that we already applied to those jobs, because we need to do them manually here. So what it's going to do is it's going to send a personalized emails to those 9 companies, right? So let's see how the Gmails will look like, and let's see if my agent will be able to send them properly. Now my agent actually is sending the emails. In the meantime, we can go to our email and can see if I go to the sent, you can see it's actually sending the emails to each of the companies, right? Some of the company emails are not correct, but here there are majority of them are properly found and legit. Here you can see some of them are still not found, but some of them are actually working fine. It's working, and it lets me know, hey, all 9 emails successfully sent, and these are the email addresses that I have sent it. You can actually automate it more. How? You can create a nightly job saying, hey, create a nightly cron job that runs at 9 p.m. every night, and send me the report with the job links, HR contact info, along with the job summary, and draft email to be sent. I'll apply to the jobs, and once I approve you, you will send the emails, right? So what's going to happen is my agent will create a cron job in itself. Here it's going to create it. So once it's created, we can jump into the server and actually check if the cron job is created. We got the response. Here you can see our agent is actually outputting each steps that it's taking, and at the end it says it's created the nightly job search, and gives me the readme about the details of the job search and other details. So what I can do is I can jump into my server and actually check if the cron job is there. I'm in my OpenClaw portal right now. From the left side, if I go to cron jobs here, what I see is my cron jobs, and here's the last one that we just created. And if I actually edit it, you will see this is my cron job that will run based on my prompts. So you can actually get very creative, create a lot of automated tasks, but be cautious about the cost if you're using API-based LLM model, and make sure you are being very specific in your prompts. And that's a wrap. Now you have the job search agent. I wish you the best of luck in your job searching journey. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions or concerns, put them down below. You can find all the links in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.